Welcome to the second episode of Second Wind, the podcast with your hosts David and
Jess Savage.
Ricky V, what's up?
So today we're going to go a deep dive into Jess's personal story. We're going to go all access, all in of what drives Jess Savage, aka Jess, aka Let's Go Jessie. So without further ado, kick it off.
Okay, so what's the first question? I said, man, Ricky, you set the bar here. You had a lot to talk about.
So let's dive into these questions. Let's first talk about the obvious, I think, is that, you went through an amazing transformation over the years. So can you describe, where were you in the beginning and what drove you to start working out?
Well, I started my journey in December of 2015. Probably about 2 weeks before that, I was going through like a rough patch. I was in the house a lot. Me and my best friend were supposed to start CrossFit. Beginning of December, we decided we weren't going to do that. And I seen another friend of mine post that she was working out for about a month now and she was doing some strength training. I liked her results. I messaged the guy at Dream Athletics and then I started from there. I literally started that day and I fell in love with lifting weights. And it took me, my overall goal, I lost 100 pounds. Within the first year, I lost 83 pounds. I think it was by April of 2017, I had hit my goal of 100 pounds. I kept pushing through every day. Every single day I worked out. I lifted weights. If I had that day off from work, I would go to Planet Fitness and do some cardio. Caught Pokemon, even though as silly as it sounds, I would literally move as much as possible on my breaks. I would, walk the dog or walk for 15 minutes catching Pokemon. I had a Fitbit. I would get into challenges with people. I'm pretty competitive, so I'd like to win. And if I noticed like the challenge was getting ready to end and I was close to winning, or I would go walk the dog or, whatever I needed to do to win the challenge. So, I just kept moving, changed my eating habits. I never actually had a full diet that I followed. I just made healthier choices. I cut back on a lot of junk. I quit soda. I made just healthier choices. I'm pretty picky with eating, so it wasn't like anything set, but a lot of yogurts, a lot of protein shakes, a lot of fruit smoothies, salads.
So what made you in the beginning continue to go? Like, what was your biggest motivation?
Once I seen how quick I was actually losing the weight and the progress, it just kept me going. And then I had buddies that I actually was working out with, so that kind of helped. I had the support. I was every day, seeing friends of mine. We were doing it together. And I was stepping on the scale in the beginning. I was pretty heavy. I started at 252. I would lose like 7 pounds and 6 pounds. And I felt like I wasn't really doing that much to lose that weight. And I just kept seeing the results. Before you knew it, I was down 40 pounds. So
wow. And you said you started lifting weights, and by the way, Jess is actually one of the strongest girls in the gym that she goes to, Dream Athletics. So shout out to Dream Athletics. And what was the biggest struggle to like put this, because I've seen you lift and you lift some big weight. So initially when you first started, what was like one of your biggest struggles to get there?
The biggest struggle, I guess, was pushing through, like when it was tough sets and reps and heavy. Since I was stronger, I kind of had a bar to set. I couldn't slack if I wanted to. Some days I wanted to, but it was nice, you know what I mean? When everybody's there, like, come on, man, one more, you got it. So like I kind of, always wanted to impress and like, get the better time or get the higher weight or whatever it may be. I am competitive, so I like to be better.
So competition drives you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like the competition. And then when I started, in the beginning, I didn't have a ton of competition. I did, but not people that were actually about to beat me in, my squad or whatever. And then, we started to get new members, and Kirsty was we were back and forth with the deadlift and I think squat at different times, so that kept me moving. And then Sarita, she was competition and she was striving, and so like when I'd see how hard they worked, I was like, I can't slack, because before you know it, they're going to beat me. And Kirsty did beat me at times, so that kind of kept me moving as well when I did get the competition. And I always want to be number one, Jess Savage,
She's number one.
Yeah.
So what has changed from you significantly from when you first started to now? Physically, obviously you lost over 100 pounds. So anything else that you noticed that, it's different?
Yeah, I feel like I just look differently on life as well. Like I feel I make healthier choices with just even decision making, not necessarily eating and different things. I make sure that I'm living a healthier lifestyle. Like I'm taking vitamins every day. I think about what I put into my body before I do it. Maybe sometimes some snacks I might, neglect on what they are. But I do try to make a healthier choice, and I feel like I do think a little more positively in life. I'm not nearly as angry or, a lot of things. I feel like overall after you work out, I feel like, I feel so refreshed, feel pretty good. So I feel like every day I kind of feel a little bit better and better.
Feels like a reset.
Yeah, it does,
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
And it's like me time, when I go there, it's like you're focused. You're there, like, it's a good thing. It's a good feeling when you're lifting weights or running or doing, any kind of workout.
Right. It's like, I think I feel the same way too. Like when I run or I lift, you just focus on.
Yeah.
You just focus on that. So it's,
you don't have all your problems, anything that you have going on. You're not really thinking about it at that time. You're thinking about finishing your 10 reps or, in 30 seconds or finishing that mile. And I like it.
Definitely good meditation. So if everyone in the world worked out, we just,
be better people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that. So what can you say to someone who, has a busy schedule? Because I know you have a busy schedule outside of just working out. You do a lot for a lot of people. So what do you say to someone who has a busy schedule and, says like, I just can't fall into a routine of working out? Like, what advice can you give them?
It is hard to get into the routine. I work full time. I'm a single mom. I have a sick mom and a sick father, and, I help them a lot. But, you have to commit yourself, 1 hour a day, an hour and a half a day to yourself. You deserve it. And if you don't commit it, you're not going to probably stick with anything. So if it's not, going to work into your schedule and it's going to be a hassle, it's going to be hard for you to do. You're not going to enjoy doing it because you were rushing, you ran late. So set that hour and a half, whether it's once a day, 3 times a week, and just commit to it. Get into a group that it's a group atmosphere. You need the support in the beginning. It is a lot easier to work out with somebody and, have that buddy and, you just push each other. Get the support system, join a gym. Like I would say join like a smaller gym where it's kind of more of a family atmosphere. Do like if it's a group setting, like if they have like a boot camp or, some kind of body camp or combat. Do that and, stick to it.
I really like what you said about, your time. So, like, you deserve it. I think a lot of people look at working out as, like, a chore. But I think if you really start looking at it, like, it's my pamper time. It's my me time.
Like, some people enjoy getting their nails done or their hair and tanning. Others like to go to the gym and, lift weights.
It's more like you're investing in yourself.
You are, because in the long run, you're going to live a longer, healthier life.
Yep.
I have a daughter to think about as well, and I'm getting older. I'm 32. I didn't want to be older and fat and unhealthy, you know what I mean? And I want to start like letting myself go. So I was like, I have to make changes. It's getting old in my mind, and I think the best changes you could possibly make is your health.
It's almost one of those things like, sometimes people don't love themselves enough to make that change. Like,
and I think I didn't for a while, and then I decided, like, I have to. You have to put yourself first.
Yeah.
You could put other people, but eventually, like, if you're no good, how could you be good for others? So.
Right. How can you live up to and perform to your utmost?
And it's like 1 hour, a day, so that's 7 hours a week. You know what I mean? It's really... That's not much. You watch TV longer than that, so...
Exactly.
So let's change the topic a little bit and talk about what you've been doing lately with these OCR, obstacle course racing. So you're actually the person who got me into this. So why did you want to do it in the first place? And why do you continue doing it? So far, you've done 3.
And so far, the Savage race is by far my favorite one. I love the Savage. I think we got into it. We were talking about it. And then we seen it, and I'm like, let's just do it. If we're going to do it, let's sign up. And I think it's the best thing we did. It was very challenging. It was super difficult. We were covered in mud. We were tired. We didn't think we were going to actually be able to do it. We trained so hard, and guess what? We did it. We felt so accomplished that we went and did another one within a few months. Like, I loved every second of it. I loved it that we went from doing the 5K to the 10K within 3 months. We drove to a whole nother state to do it. And the 10K was a lot more challenging than the first one. The obstacles were a lot more tougher. But I feel so proud of myself when I'm done. Like, I can't believe that I just did half those things. Some of them are pretty high. I never realized I was as scared as heights as I was, you know? And I get so scared. And then, you know, like we're there together working as a team. You help me and you're like, come on, you got it. And when I get to the top, I'm like, man, I just did that. I just bear crawled up this mountain to get my hands in dirt with barbed wire, thinking I was going to die. And guess what? I didn't. And we pushed through. We finished it. We got our syndicate medal. Got a lot of free goodies there. A lot of good perks. But, you know, the races are, you know, it's a new challenge. It's something different.
That competition again.
Absolutely. It is competitive. And obviously we're not racing to compete yet. We're not at that level. I hope one day we can. Shout out to the guy who did 49 minutes in a 10K with 30 obstacles. Whoever you are, buddy, I want to meet you. Savage Race, Maryland. September 2019. Congrats to you, buddy.
Yeah,
that was super impressive, and I strive to be like you. A long ways to go.
Listen to this podcast like 4 months from now.
I hope he does. Find us, man, because we need to know what you're doing. But you know, it's fun training for them. It changes up your routine. Sometimes I feel like I'm plateauing, and I feel like it's something different. Help me, change my body this way or that way. Maybe shed a couple pounds or gain some muscle. And like the Savage Races isn't just a constant run. There's obstacles. You have to swim. You have to go up heights. You have to carry things, climb things in mud. Like you're doing all different things. And it's different. When do you do things like that? As an adult, when do you get muddy and love it? You never do. Yeah. Like you're literally covered in mud all the way up to your head at times. And I think that's the funnest part of it.
It's so hard to train for that.
Yeah.
You can't, what are you going to do?
No, when we started running on flat surface, like most of the race is not flat. Whether it's running on rocks or running a half a mile through mud and water, like you can't prepare, you can't get ready. But they're a lot of fun. I'd encourage anyone to do it at any kind of athletic aspect of your life. Because there's people there that are in great shape and there's people there that's their first time, pretty heavy, you know what I mean? And they just have the support and they finish. And then they come back. There was a lady I seen, she was maybe 200-300 pounds. She did her first Savage Race, and now she's like maybe 140 pounds doing it again. So, anybody could do them if you put your mind to it. Very hard, but a lot of fun.
It's just about taking that first step.
Absolutely.
That first step is so huge.
What did you say last time? Just showing up is half the battle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once you get to that race, once you sign up,
like I'm here.
Tell a friend, tell the world, and you kind of feel like you have to go.
What's next for Jess Savage? What is your next goal?
So, the races we've done so far were the OCR races where it was mud and obstacles. I like those because it's not a straight shot running. You kind of get a breather climbing or this or that, even though it sounds kind of impossible, but you do. You get to catch your breath a little bit. So now the next two races we have are, a 5K, and then the other one is 10 or 5 miles. So they're straight shots. So that's going to be something different. To get ready for those, but the ultimate goal, Dave wants to run this half a marathon by June.
Yes.
So that's what we're training for. That's what we're getting ready for. That's the ultimate goal, to be able to run the half a marathon without stopping, continuous running, trotting, jogging, whatever it may be, and finish.
So right now, on last Friday, we ran 4 miles straight.
We did.
Which was amazing. Doesn't sound like much to someone who's running miles, but for us, I remember beginning of the summer, we were...
Yeah. We started right before our first Savage Race in June. I think we only ran about 3 times. We were lucky if we can get around the track twice. It would be like 1 and 1.5, if that, and we'd be stopping. I would need a drink. I would need to stop. And now we just literally ran 4 miles without stopping, and it feels great to be able to do it. Dave, however, did 8 miles today without stopping on his own, so my 4 miles looks like shit. But, I'm hoping to catch up to Dave. Dave is my goal and my inspiration right now.
So that's going to cut.
No, it's not. I'm so serious.
All right, well, thank you. You're as well are often regarded as an inspiration, and I would say that you are, very much so. How does that make you feel when someone tells you?
It's very flattering, because, I do like it. It's nice when people, actually acknowledge, for different things that you do. But, honestly, I feel like if I can do that, anybody could do that. I have a busy life, difficult life sometimes, and, I was able to lose all that weight, no surgery, simply working out, moving, and just making healthier choices. So, if I could do it, you can do it. And I do like to post different things and show my transformation, because kind of that's how I got encouraged to start working out as well. This girl, Caitlin, I seen her post something on social media that she was losing weight and she was working out and she lost about 20 pounds. She was looking good. And I'm like, if she could do it, I could do it. And, once I got into it, I'm glad it happened.
So I think the biggest thing is establishing that support system.
Oh, absolutely. I'd say obviously you're not going to have like a workout partner forever. It would be nice, but realistically, people have lives and, people don't stay as committed. But in the beginning, I'd say my very first year, I absolutely had support. Like I was working out with two of my friends at Dream. Then my friend Elena and I would go to Planet Fitness on the days that I wasn't working out at, Dream. So, it was awesome to have people to work out with and enjoy it and encourage you. And it was very nice. So you definitely need support system. But you have to be just as driven as well. You have to be the one that wants the changes as well. And I wanted it more than anything.
Especially once you start seeing the progress.
For sure. I couldn't realize. Once I got so big, I wasn't going past the size 18 pants. So I literally started wearing stretchies. And you can wear the same size stretchy for a long time before you need to go up. So it was like I truly didn't know how big I was really getting because, you know what I mean? I was in like the 2X forever. Like I probably gained 50 pounds and still didn't have to go up a size.
Right. Because of the stretchies.
Absolutely. That's the only thing positive about being fat is learning about elastic waistbands. I'll never go back to buttons. I don't care if I'm 100 pounds or 300 pounds. Elastic waistband is the way to go.
Comfort first.
Absolutely.
So to wrap it all up, what does second win mean to you?
Second win means to me, just push further, get the support system. It's like, I feel like with us, we're more than just workout buddies. We're friends, we're family. We do push each other. I feel like if it wasn't for you, even at the gym, like you always are encouraging, like, come on, Jesse, you got it. And that's what you need. Like, you kind of want that encouragement. You want that drive behind you as well. So second one means to me a lot of different things. Like keep pushing, keep moving. You can do it.
Reach further,
for sure.
You came a very long way, and I'm really proud of you.
Well, thank you, Dave. You as well. Dave has yet to mention his progress, but Dave has lost a significant amount of weight as well and has come a long way.
We'll save that for another episode.
That might be episode 4 or 5, so stay tuned for Dave's journey. Stay tuned for Dave's journey.
Stay tuned episode 3. Dave's journey, episode 103. No. All right, so what's coming up next, Jess?
We have the Great Pumpkin Race in Allentown. I think it's the 9th of November. So that is actually going to be a 2-medal finisher. It's 3 miles, but you have to carry up to a 10-pound pumpkin. So that's going to be challenging. What's our pace now? About 11-minute mile. So we're hoping to finish that, 32 minutes?
Let's go for 32 minutes.
32 minutes is our goal. We're going to set that now. And we're going to carry this pumpkin. Medals also encourage me, kind of helps me want to do the race because it's a great medal at the end.
We're going to have a medal collection.
Absolutely.
And then after that, we are doing the Turkey Trot in 44 PA. It's a 5-mile run in the day of November.
Is that Turkey Day? Is that actually Thanksgiving morning?
It's Thanksgiving morning.
Yes.
Yeah, so we, stay tuned for that. If anyone wants to join us, please join us in this 5-mile run.
And I think it's for a good cause. I think it's for Blue Chip.
Yep.
So I think it benefits the animals and animal shelter, I believe Blue Chip is, I think.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to buy us our merch to support everyone to join in with us on these races, helps them, offset the price of sign-up fees, or if they have the money for the sign-up fee, but necessarily may need something else as a gym membership or a new pair of sneaks, because as you run, I'm realizing
for sure
we're running out of sneakers really quick.
I ran the inside of my pads out, within no time.
Yep. So the more money we raise, the more we can help people out buy what they need in order to join us in these races, or just overall just go to the gym. So please buy our merch. We still got shirts. We still got hoodies.
Follow us on Instagram,
Facebook, YouTube.
Absolutely, YouTube.
Yep. Check out episode 1 if you haven't checked out episode 1. What are you doing?
It's Ricky's journey, and we have Ricky here as well today. So.
Yo.
And stay tuned for episode 3 coming to a YouTube channel near you.
Alright guys, see you later.
Bye.
My time for now.
You are the winner. Bye.